tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Coach, this is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the ship, hey, watch the ship.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch out. Let's go double count right here, double count.
This is Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Seattle.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now watch one. Check 24. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Watch the twist. Check 43. Bang out. Bam.
They run it with Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the car. Watch the car.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
19.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch the safety creep.
Now it's Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Ready. Check right 54. Line 54. Come on, boy.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
3 bud. Undercut. Check three.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
57 the mark. 57.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Rashad Penny. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Bissett. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got you. I got you. 36.
Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 54 to flag. Check. Block 54. I got it. Go. Watch out. Check, Mike. 54. Mike.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the Seahawks 9-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double up, double up. No. No take. He's checking. Crash.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 50. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Check 56. Hey.
From the 38, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
You got 3 down. Anytime, alert.
On second down now, it's Carson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The Packers' 38-yard line.
Trust right. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready, and ready. Mike 50. Watch the out, watch the out.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, hut, 60 outlaw. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Defense wins championships, baby. That's it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
A first down throw for Brissett. It's caught here by Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett now. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Chubb running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Buddy up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 54 is Mike. 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Seahawks first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it, the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Brissett, and that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
14, got it. Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears. Good job right there.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kenny Clark able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st down, Seahawks.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 56. On the yard. Hey, 0. Check 24. SOS. Hey, alert. Move the team.
Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Check. Watch 54. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hey, tighten down. What? Go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run. Chubb. And an alley to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.